Hello, my crafty friends. Today I am sharing a set of cards that I made using a card kit and several different stamp sets from my stash. Back in the late fall, I saw a kit called Gorgeous Posies on the clearance rack at Stampin Up. I knew I wanted to give a friend a set of sort of all occasion cards of her birthday this month. This kit seemed like the perfect choice, especially since it came with this lovely coordinated box that I can gift the cards in. When I opened the kit though and spread everything out, I realized that 16 cards might be a little overwhelming for a single person. But I do have another friend who I often gift cards to, and since purple is her favorite color, bingo. I figured I would make 2 identical sets of 8 cards and have handmade cards to gift to special people on their birthdays. The kit didn't come with any stamps, because I think the idea was for you to purchase both the kit and the coordinating stamp set that they had from Stampin' Up. I chose instead to use whatever stamps I wanted to complete the cards. Now, I didn't bring the stamps over to show you. Some of them are retired, and actually it was quite a stack of stamps, but I do have them linked on my coordinating blog post if you're interested, and you can find that in the description box below. If the stamps are available, I will have them linked because some of them are fairly new to my craft room, but I will have everything at least listed on my blog for you. I love that the envelopes are colored and they have this dark purple detail on them. Well, I could have also stamped on the envelopes, especially if I had purchased that coordinating stamp set. I chose to leave them as is. Just the fact that they match the cards so well makes me happy. I just think that makes such a nice gift set, both for me to give my friends and then for them to send out. I actually made these cards and I'm filming this in mid-February. If you follow me, you know I rarely post things in the same order I make them. I worked on the cards in the evenings. It took me just over a week to make all 16 of them. It was during the Winter Olympics, and in the evenings after dinner when hubby was watching TV, I'd duck into the craft room and work on a pair of cards. Okay, let's do a walkthrough and go over some of the details. So all of the cards are A2. They came with colored card bases. There's 3 different colors and printed panels. The first thing I did with the printed panels was cut them down, and for that I used the Divinity Designs double stitched rectangles. I used the second one in, and that just gave me a nice stitched detail all along the outside edge, and it also gave me a nice wide border to showcase the card. There's gold foiling on the panels and as well on the elements that you just punch out. So this is one of the punch outs that I have. Well, this is what I have left from the kit. You just punch them out, and I did use foam tape, but I tried to keep it to thin foam tape. I wanted the dimension, but I didn't want to gift someone cards that might end up requiring extra postage. So I stamped a thinking of you. All of the inks that I used are Catherine Pooler inks. And then I had some doilies in my stash. So these are vellum doilies from Stampin' Up. I used 2 different doilies, doily packages. Again, they are from the clearance rack at Stampin' Up. I've had them in my stash for years. I thought it was kind of a good opportunity to use some of those up. So there is the vellum doily there. And the beautiful laser cut labels, they came in the kit. And this is what I have left of those. So I will use those on other projects. Now I used the Studio Katia half-tone cover die. It's an A2 die, and I cut from gold mirrored cardstock. I thought I would use more of them, but I didn't, and I will just put those in a different package to use on other cards. So I have those left over as well. So there's my Thinking of You card. Inside, all of the cards have a white panel that I used the same Divinity Designs double stitched rectangles on. So the first evening that I started working on the cards, I cut down all of those panels with the die, and then I also cut down 16 white panels, so I would be all ready to assemble. Just because I believe is a Gina K stamp, that one is available and linked on my blog. So that is the first card, and as I said, I did make 2 of each, so one went in the box and one will go to my friend. So that first one is a Thinking of You, and then I did make a couple of different birthday cards. Again, I was using things in my stash. There's one of the doilies. It's actually the green doily, I think it's the green doily. Yeah, it's actually the back side of the green doily. When I put the green on, it was just the color was off a little. So I flipped it over and used the other side. So I used half of it. And on the second card that I made, I used the other half. The Happy Birthday, that is a very old peel off that I've had from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I probably had it for 6 years, but it fit perfectly on that laser cut label. When the card was finished though, I did think, oh, it needed something. So I added a butterfly. These are the Pink Fresh Studio. It's a suite, I guess. There's a stamp that stamps 9 butterflies at a time, and a die that cuts 9 butterflies at a time, and a set of layered stencils. So I did add all of my coloring with the stencils, then I stamped it, and then I die cut it. So those 3 steps, and I ended up with 9 butterflies all in the same kind of color scheme. Then I used the die and cut another set just from vellum and layered them on top. A little bit of gold gel pen highlighting, and the front of that card was done. And inside, wishing you everything wonderful on your birthday. That stamp set, I believe, is penny black. I have it linked on my blog. And then I wanted to do some light stenciling as well, and that is I did with another one of the doilies and a blending brush, where I just laid it down and dragged in that soft color just for a little detail. So I did that on a number of the cards. The stenciling, if I had a doily on the front, I like that it tied in inside. This should be another birthday card. Yep. It's your special day all day. Another one of the Stampin' Up doilies. Another one of the laser cut labels. You can see I popped up with foam tape. And the kit also came with purple twine and ribbon. I didn't use the ribbon. I'm going to show you the pamphlet that it came with in a little bit. And I wasn't feeling the ribbon. So I didn't add the ribbon to my cards, but the cards that don't end up going in the box, I'm going to tie up. It's a pretty ribbon with gold on it. I thought I would tie them all up together and that would dress them up a little bit. So that's where the twine came from, and inside more of the stenciling and enjoy every moment. I like that sentiment for a birthday. I like birthdays. And the third birthday card, here's where I used one of those gold mirrored strips from Studio Katia. Happy Birthday, that is actually a Stampin' Up. More of the flowers layered on and inside. Just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. This is a Pink Fresh Studio washi tape and coordinating die set. I do have that linked on my blog because I am absolutely in love with them. The colors worked really well with this color scheme, so I did add a couple of those to some of the cards. So there's another birthday card, and then I thought they would be beautiful for sympathy cards. So here's the twine here. I had a scrap of purple cardstock in my stash, and I was able to cut 2 little narrow banners from it, and it's not exact, but it's very, very close. So sorry for your loss on one of the laser cut labels, another doily half, and inside, sending comforting hugs and healing prayers. So sorry for your loss. Figured sympathy cards are probably a good thing to have on hand. I know I like to have them on hand, and so I'm hoping my friends will appreciate having those as well. And then another sympathy card with sympathy at this very sad time. This one is a new set to my craft room, and that's actually 3 different stamps that you're able to kind of build your sentiment. And I added some gold leaves from the Forever Fern bundle. Some more twine there, and inside there's another one of those Pink Fresh Studio washi tape and die pieces. It cuts a whole bunch at one time, so I just had fun pulling those out. And then I added a little bit of metallic washi tape as well. I don't like a lot of sparkle on a sympathy card, but I think it kind of elevates it a little bit. So that's the second sympathy card. And a Celebrate, which will be an anniversary card. The Celebrate and Shadow, that is Pink Fresh Studio. I used Karen Burniston's crosshatch hearts. The layers have got some different finishes on the edges. I really liked the scalloped one, some gold gel pen highlights. And then inside, the Happy Anniversary is also Karen Burniston. So that's cut from a gold, kind of a pearlized gold cardstock that I've had in my stash forever. Whereas the Celebrate, that is the gold mirror cardstock that I've been using on the other cards. And card number 8, Feel Better Soon. So more of the flowers, more of the twine, and inside just simply thinking of you. I'm so happy with how these cards turned out. I know before I was a card maker, if someone had gifted these cards to me, I would be thrilled. I know my friends are going to really enjoy them, particularly the one that likes purple. That's just going to blow her away that I was able to get purple envelopes for cards for a gift. I will tie those up with the pretty ribbon. And then this is the pamphlet that it came with. So it has the card kit, there's a whole bunch of little details inside, and then there's photographs as to how you can finish your cards. So you can see that's where they layered the ribbon on. Yeah, as I said, I wasn't feeling the ribbon on the cards. This was a good deal when I got it, and now that the cards are finished, I am thrilled, and I cannot wait to give these to my friends. If you enjoyed my video today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. And that's it for me today.